everyone for joining us here at Connect. I'm very excited to speak to you and introduce our latest database as a service offering for the cloud. Yesterday, we launched Couchbase Capella, our modern database as a service. But before I begin discussing Capella, I want to briefly talk about the adoption of cloud and cloud-based software. So, as you can see on the left, broadly speaking, that a larger and larger percentage of applications and hence data usage are moving into the cloud and away from on-premise deployments. And what you can see here in these IDC market figures is that public cloud adoption, shown by the lighter colored bars, will soon surpass on-prem deployments. Not only that, but adoption is accelerating. With that being said, we understand each company's applications and database needs are different, and they will move to the cloud at different rates. But more and more, customers are telling us they're looking for an enterprise-class database as a service. So we asked, how can we make it easier and faster to begin with Couchbase? Our answer is Couchbase Capella. Capella brings the strengths of our Server 7 database and delivers it to the cloud in the fastest version of Couchbase ever. We automate the database operational tasks so your team can focus on developing world-class application. Getting started is fast and easy and free. In fact, in less time than it'll take for this talk, you can set up your trial account, spin up a Couchbase cluster, and start running SQL queries. We know that there are many databases as a service offerings in the market. So you may ask, why should a developer or an organization choose Couchbase Capella? First, working with Capella is easy as SQL. If you know SQL, you'll love our SQL for JSON query language. SQL is the most well-known database language on the planet, and our SQL-based query language is often rated as one of the top reasons why customers love Couchbase. Getting started on our trial takes just a few clicks, and we'll take care of all of the database management tasks. The Capella management plane also gives you control and visibility across multiple clusters, multiple regions, and multiple clouds from a single pane of glass. Beyond ease, Couchbase offers great deployment flexibility. Capella supports a wide variety of modern use cases, multi-model access with key value, query, full text search, and real-time analytics gives developers more tools in their toolbox without needing additional technologies to license, learn, integrate, secure, and maintain. We support a diverse set of workloads, be they operational, transactional, or analytical, all in a single platform. And you can use one of 10 SDKs so you can program with your favorite language. So Capella offers developers great agility, but it also brings speed as well. Capella is blazing fast, and it delivers the lowest TCO at scale. Capella leverages Couchbase Server 7 improvements and builds on those with additional refinements so that Capella is our fastest release of Couchbase ever. Real-time memory first architecture ensures millisecond responses. Price performance keeps improving as you scale. Dollar for dollar, node for node, Capella lets you do more for less compared to competing solutions. And tying all three together, customers will love working with Couchbase Capella. Facet Digital is an agency building applications for its clients, and they've switched to Couchbase Capella. They love the flexibility provided with a single platform that delivers so many capabilities. They saw great performance gains, both in the time to set up a cluster and have that deployed, as well as the overall query performance of the database. And they've been able to significantly drive down their total cost of ownership. And in a minute, we'll be getting to a short demonstration of Couchbase Capella. But let's cover quickly a few more things you should know about Capella. So first, it's a fully managed database as a service. We automate the database operational tasks so your team can focus on development. From deployment to configuration to upgrade to scaling to backup and recovery and availability and monitoring, we handle all of those tasks on your behalf. We offer a free trial where you can be deployed in just 3 minutes. Capella is the fastest and easiest way to start with Couchbase. We provide a single management plane that gives you a view into all of your clusters, irrespective of what region or cloud they're deployed in. We provide automatic scaling. Horizontal and vertical scaling is simple with Capella. Rebalance happens automatically. Performance and scale will drive down your total cost of ownership. With capabilities like multidimensional scaling, services can be aligned to the right node type to further optimize your deployment, your performance, and your cost. We have built-in recommendation actions that you can take based off of our monitoring and alerting that we provide within Couchbase Capella, in addition to the actions we will automatically take to ensure that your system is always available. Leveraging Couchbase's memory-first architecture, we ensure that the millionth user gets the same performance as the first. And security peace of mind. Capella brings end-to-end encryption from the SDK to the disk, keeping your data safe. So, Capella has a lot to offer organizations. Let's jump into a demo and take a look. Joining me for the demo is my colleague, Tim Rotak, Director of Product Marketing here at Couchbase.
Thanks, Scott. And hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today at Connect. I'm going to give you a quick preview of Couchbase Capella and show you a few things that you can do in your trial. I'll start by signing in, which takes us to the Capella Getting Started page. Here we'll find, in the center, some tips on where to begin. There's a link to a welcome video and a Getting Started guide, which is a step-by-step tutorial of initial tasks. I highly recommend using that tutorial. It'll have code snippets where you can run queries, instructions about full-text search, and show you how to use the API for blazing fast key value data access. On the right, there's a link to get to the status of clusters, and as a database as a service, Capella handles database management for you. Automated setup, backups, upgrades, ongoing management, to keep the database always on, but you can always see what's happening. Below status, there are links to more educational resources. On the left is the main navigation elements of the control plane, things like cluster for monitoring and query tools, and projects, a logical grouping of clusters and users. Let's start there. Here we can see I have several projects. Capella provides a single plane for multi-cluster, multi-region, and multi-cloud. Let's choose Trial Project. The status is healthy, and AWS is the cloud provider. If we select users, we can see people and their associated roles within this project. But let's explore the demo cluster. We'll click on that tab and choose the cluster name. The first thing we see here is the metrics dashboard. Here you can add and remove metrics to more quickly gain access and insights into the information you're looking for about what's going on in your cluster. Now let's click on the configuration tab. Here we can see cluster settings like services and nodes. Customers are able to add and remove nodes and very easily make changes to hardware settings, memory settings, and storage, making it easy to scale horizontally and vertically. Following these changes, Capella will automatically rebalance the data across your nodes. No changes are needed to the application side. Also, database services can be assigned per node, a feature we call multidimensional scaling. For example, a customer might want a compute-optimized hardware for one service and a memory-optimized hardware for another, which helps you performance match your application needs to your database and its infrastructure. And by better using your hardware, you improve performance while also bringing down TCO. Let's begin working with some data. We'll choose the Buckets tab. Buckets are databases within Couchbase. We'll see some data that we've already loaded into the database. Sample data sets are available to all trial users. To see the documents within a bucket, we select Documents within the Tools menu. Let's choose Travel Sample. This returns 5 documents as a default, which we can obviously change. Additionally, we can filter out documents using Scopes and Collections, a new feature with version 7. Scopes and Collections make it easier to map relational databases to Couchbase and improve multi-tenant capabilities. Additionally, they enhance performance for database services and our cross-data center replication, XDCR. Let's choose the scope of Inventory and the collection of Hotel. If I select the first document, a flyout shows me that JSON document. Here I can easily edit the document if I like. Capella gives customers multimodal capabilities like SQL query, full text search, key value access, real-time analytics, and eventing, all built in from a single vendor. Couchbase makes it easy for teams to leverage their SQL knowledge. The power of SQL as a declarative language combined with our cost-based optimizer makes it easy for data access, even joins across documents, which is complex in other document databases. Let's go to Tools and select Query Workbench. In the top area, we'll enter our first query, something simple. We're going to hit Execute to run a command. Below, we'll see the results in JSON format. We can see the execution time is around 50 milliseconds. Let's choose Plan to learn more. Here we can look at the data flow diagram and see query operators. Initial scans are at the right and the final output is on the left. Potentially expensive operators are highlighted. Let's do another query. This is a more complex query and includes join syntax. When we hit Execute, we see the results. This query took just under 1 second. Let's look at the plan for this query. We can see there are far more steps, and fetch represents almost 90% of the time spent. Let's speed this up with our indexing service. To determine the right index, we'll press the Advise button. This gives us a lot of information and recommends an index. Let's copy and paste the SQL statement above and execute that. Let's try our join query again. We'll press History to find that query, and I will select our join example. In doing so, it will automatically rerun the query. But now you can see that the execution time is radically reduced to around 10 milliseconds. Couchbase's query language supports all kinds of advanced SQL syntax, and with version 7, it includes the ability to do multi-document distributed ACID transaction. This ensures data integrity when doing multiple concurrent operations like an e-commerce purchase that touches inventory and order processing at the same time. For the last part of the demo, I'll show you a quick search example. Let's choose full text search from the Tools menu. We see a description index that I've created for our sample data. Let's select that index and press the search button to run a simple search. We'll test out a search for the term free Wi-Fi. We see that 80 results are returned with an execution time of around 1 millisecond. Full text search makes it easier for users to quickly find and filter information. Now let's do another quick search for, free Capella trial. Ooh, it returns 1 result. That's so strange. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this introductory demo to Capella. There'll be many more demos throughout the Connect event. And make sure you don't miss tomorrow's big demo demonstrating the modern application. Back to you, Scott.
Tim, thanks for that great demo of Couchbase Capella. We're almost out of time, so let's just cover a few more points and wrap up. So let's talk about how customers are using Couchbase in the cloud. There are 4 common areas. The first, digital transformation. We help customers bolster older systems, mainframes, relational, by offloading those workloads with an extremely fast caching solution and a migration path forward to a flexible document database. Profile and session management. We improve the performance and availability of the user experience while adding flexibility to managing user profiles as applications needs change and deliver personalized experiences at scale. Customer 360 applications help organizations get a consistent and deeper view of their customers to improve their operations and, most importantly, the overall customer experience. And finally, catalog and inventory management. For massive online catalogs and fast-moving, limited inventory products like tickets. Couchbase presents a real-time inventory view and can easily scale to millions of products, requests, and users. So if you're looking to reduce your database management burden and improve performance and agility while driving down TCO, it's time to try Capella. As I mentioned earlier, Capella is free to try and fast to get started. Simply create an account, choose the default trial cluster, and check out our step-by-step tutorial. Sign up at our website by going to couchbase.com/Capella and start your free trial today. Thank you again for joining us at Connect.